Hey everyone, it's SurvivorDude, finally back with another video. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've had a chance to do a video. It's just been really busy lately. School and stuff, a lot going on, but hopefully in the next month or so I'll have enough time and I'll be able to do some more survival excursions, maybe another solo trip if I'm up to it. So please just keep your eyes open because, you know, it's just been really busy lately, and thank you for waiting for this one at least. But so in this video I'm going to be quickly kind of going over survival kits. There are several different types of survival kits, but basically there's personal survival kits, vehicle survival kits, and you can have, I don't know, household survival kits too. There's also group survival kits, I guess, but those are much less common. Each person should have their own survival kit, because if you're in a group and you have a well-prepared survival kit, good for you. You have all the necessary items you need to survive in case an emergency does occur. But what happens if you get separated from the group? What do you personally have that will help you survive if lost? Two basic types of personal survival kits. There's homemade, which I'll be going over these guys, and manufactured, cheap, crapo stuff. I would say 100% make your own kit. I don't care if you think you're a guru in the wilderness and you think, oh well, if they give me a kit that says I can survive with it, go for it. I'm still going to go always with a survival kit that I've personally made and taken the time to know what each piece does and how it works. So if there's matches in my kit and I've never used matches before, you can go in a survival situation and, I know it sounds silly, but not know how to use matches, not be able to strike them. So go over everything you put in your personal survival kit and know how to use it before a situation happens. So a personal survival kit should be small enough that it's not an inconvenience to you, but it should be large enough to have enough of the items you need to survive. So this one I made here, I put a little belt strap on the back, so this can go actually right on the back of my belt or in my pocket. Again, Altoids container, very small and compact, and the survival kit in a can, it's smaller, I guess. So here are three basic survival kits, well, that I have anyways. There's homemade little Altoids container. I love this, nice and small, and all I've done is, after I've packed it, is wrapped the edge in electrical tape a couple times around just to make it watertight. So this thing is now waterproof and you don't need to worry about water getting into this. Survival kit in a can. Already you can see I had this in my backpack for maybe a week when I first got it, like a couple years ago, and it just already has smashed. Well, not smashed, but gotten crushed. So this has quite a lot of things in it, but I just don't know the quality of them. In a couple weeks or months, whatever, when I have time to do my next survival video, I'm going to do a field test of this guy. I'm going to bring along me a knife and a solar blanket, but other than that, I'm going to see how these actually would do if you just threw them in your backpack, didn't get to know how to use them, and if you were to put your life on the line with these manufactured, cost-effective products. And then another mine that I made, this is the one that I bring with me everywhere I go. I've got some nice bright orange tape in here, and I really wrapped it with just tape over the entire thing, electrical tape, and it's wrapped in a bag as well. So first of all, I wrapped it in a bag, so I get a bag that's already part of my kit, and then all this tape too, I can unwrap and I can use it. And it makes it watertight, and I just added this little belt strap on the back here just so I can wear it around my belt. So I will go over now what some of these things have. If you make a survival kit, there are some mandatory things it has to have in it. Have to have something to make fire, whether that's matches or a lighter. A lighter is pretty bulky. Some flint or something to that effect. Something that you can make fire with. Even Fresnel lens, just you could magnify the sun's rays and make fire like that. But you need something to make fire. Another really important thing is, if you have room, a cutting tool. Cutting tool is always a necessity in the wild. If you can, cordage. Cordage is always great. Something to make shelter. That is going to be tough because shelter, it's going to be bulky. You're going to need a lot of space, and it's not going to be able to fit into one of these. Something a little bigger like this, you can maybe put like a space blanket, but something like this, it's not going to have enough room. Water purification is something else that's big. You can add some tablets in your kit that will allow you to get water, because hydration is huge. Also, one of the last big important things is signaling. Some way of getting yourself noticed and rescued. So in a variety of these, we have signal mirrors or whistles or something to that effect. So I'll go over what I have first of all in this guy. I have my list here. I have waterproof matches for fire, 2 fruit leathers, so I have a bit of food, some calories, signal mirror, so I can get rescue, whistle, again rescue, 2 fishing hooks, duct tape, surveyor's tape, so that's the bright orange tape, fishing wire, a solar blanket, a small knife, fire starters, 2 safety pins, 4 adhesive band-aids, 2 tea bags, some squares of aluminum foil, so I can make that even into a bowl if you double layer it and boil water, and a large garbage bag. So this I am really satisfied with, as if it's on my backpack, and I always have the necessities, basic necessities, in order to help me survive. This, I'm not going to go over what it has. It says here on the front, they're all just small things like a matchbook, 2 nails, 2 safety pins, signal whistle, just some small, really basic stuff. But I'm going to be going over this and the contents in my hopefully next video, and see if it's really up to standards for surviving. Now I'll actually go over what I have in this little kit. So untape this guy. Again, I can use this tape too when I take it off of here. So in here, there we go. I got right on the top some aluminum foil. Now, if you can see here, it's immediately, you can use it for signaling. It can reflect the rays of the sun. I know you can flatten it out and make it more effective, but even that, you can tell. This, again, you can make a bowl out of. You double layer it. You can boil water with this. Very good aluminum foil. We have some cotton wadding. Again, tinder for making fire. Here I have cordage wrapped in some snare wire. So cordage is always useful, and snare wire for, you can potentially catch some food. Small thing of surveyor's tape, nice bright orange. This is, I have wrapped in a bit of tin foil, but it's actually some medicine. You should also try to include some medicines or medication in your survival kit. I have an extra strength or 2 extra strength Tylenols in here for painkillers, and I also have 2 antihistamines. So if there is an emergency, I'm going to be able to have some medication if need be. I know it's bulky, but it fits into that Altoids container pretty good, and I get a multitude of uses just out of this multi-tool. I of course have a blade, Ooh, try to keep them nice and sharp and clean. This one has been very well used. Again, then it also has a little set of tweezers too, which can be extremely useful in a survival situation. I have a thing of matches and a strike pad just in case the one on the back does not work. Always make sure that you have full matches. I don't worry about waterproofing them because I waterproof my container. You can, if you want to go through the trouble, dip them in wax or something like that, but that's just another big step that could cause to something failing. I have 3 band-aids, fishing wire, and here I have 2 Firestarters wax cubes with a little fish hook and lure stuck into it. So good use of space, and these commercial little Firestarters are probably one of the best available Firestarters. They catch a spark absolutely amazingly. Check out my other video on how to make fire with, I think I said sparks, something to that effect, with a flint stick. That was it. But yeah, check that out and see how well these work. And lastly, in this thing, I have a garbage bag. So that's going to be great for waterproofing. No matter how good the bark is on your shelter or how many layers of boughs you put on, it's never going to be waterproof. Plastic, unless it tears, you're going to have a waterproof roof no matter what. Alright, well that's all for this video. It's just a nice short little video on survival kits. Again, always get to know how to use the equipment in your kit personally before an emergency actually does happen. So keep your eyes out for my hopefully next upcoming video. Sorry again for the long wait. It's been really busy, but I'll do a field test of this cheapo survival kit in a can. Apparently everything you need to survive. And we'll see how that goes. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. See ya.